Hi, it's David here. It's the 1st of April 2016. Another month has passed and time for the stable news. Just a quick recap of our runners over the last month, how they've been and where they're going to next. Kick things off with Justice for All. He's trained by John and Chris Ledger down at Wangaratta. Been a good month for Justice for All. He's returned to form. His first few runs, his preparation were a bit under par, but he's recaptured some of his best form and it's been a good month. On the 6th of March he raced Wangaratta over 2,000 metres and he finished second. It was a good race and the timing was perfect, heading in towards his next start, which was the Adrian Ledger Memorial Handicap at Albury on the 18th of March. That's a race that's very special to the Ledgers, as it is named in honour of their late son Adrian Ledger, who passed away in a race 4 many years ago. So it was a big race for Justice to head towards. He's run in the race the last 3 years. He ran 3rd, 2nd, and this year we've managed to get the win. And for those owners that were there, it was such a great day, great atmosphere. It was like we had won a Group 1. You know, it was a very sentimental race for all involved, so congratulations to those owners. And Justice for All did a super job. He had to carry 61 kilos on a heavy 10 over 2,400 metres, and he led throughout the whole way and fought bravely in the straight to fight off a late challenge. So well done to all involved. Next start for him is likely to be at Sandown on the 6th of April. Also over 2,400 metres, so he's a horse that's in form and might be one to follow next start. He's going well. So Denman Flyer for Michael Costa. He's come to the end of this preparation and he's now out enjoying a well-earned spell. The last race was at the Gold Coast on the 19th of March over 1,100 metres. He's a bit disappointed. Look, we expected him to run well in a race like that. The track was a bit wet. He's not the greatest on a rain affected track. Would have just liked to have seen it back in that good range. But anyway, he was at the end of his preparation. Wasn't beaten far, ran 6, beaten about 4 lengths. But he's now out for a spell. It was a good preparation all over. He managed to get a win and a couple of placings out of it. So. And didn't have a lot of luck in majority of his other runs, whether it be wet tracks or drawn wide or whatnot. So looking forward to seeing him when he comes back. Lonrho, trained by Gerald Ryan, big black Lonrho gelding. He had his first up run from a spell at Kembla Grange on the 23rd of March over 1,300 metres. It was actually a metropolitan meeting, midweek city meeting there. So pretty handy field that he raced in. Ran a good race. Although he finished 7th, it was only beaten 1.5 lengths. And he stuck on strong to the line. So he has returned in good order. He's very strong. He's probably looking the best I've ever seen. And we're looking forward to a good preparation with him. Next start will be at Wyong on the 17th, over 1,350 metres. He'll appreciate the drop in grade and should race well. Secret Agenda, trained by Mick Price. She's had a good first up run at Moonee Valley in February. Ran 2nd in a Group 3 Typhoon Tracy Stakes. And then we had a crack at the Group 1 Newmarket Handicap at Flemington. Look, obviously a very strong field up against some of the best sprinters in the country. She was down in the weights, and we thought we'll have a crack at it. She finished 7th, being around 6 lengths. Certainly wasn't disgraced against the older boys. Look, it was a little bit of a reality check. We were seeing where she was at, how she would measure up. You know, that grade is probably just just a bit too much for her at this stage. You know, she's only 3-year-old. She did race against the older males and had to carry similar weights to some of them also. So look, that wasn't a bad effort. She does race tomorrow at Randwick, day 1 of the championship series. In race 5, the Group 3 PJ Bell Stakes, drawn in barrier 8. Will appreciate the sting out of the ground. It's currently rated a soft 7, but the weather, unfortunately for us, is good today, and the track will dry out a bit. They're expecting it to be a soft 6 in the morning, and expecting it to even get to a 5 throughout the day. So look, we would have preferred it to be wetter. She flies in the wet, but she still is certainly good on a firm surface. So if it's a 6 or a 5, that's not bad, and she certainly is a good each way chance. So that's it for the runners over the past month. As you know, fairly quiet month, but we're looking forward to tomorrow. We just a mention of a horse named Danza with Gay Waterhouse. She's a Sebring filly out of Vault Dance, 2-year-old filly. She will have her debut run tomorrow at Kembla Grange. Race 1 over 1,000 metres for the 2-year-olds, of course. She's trialled twice leading into the race, and she finished second in both. They were decent trials. Been given a little bit of a squeeze in both of them, but she certainly responded when asked. Gay feels she's going to be much better next preparation, but she'll benefit from the experience tomorrow. So look, I think she's an each way chance still, in my opinion. She has trialled decent, so expect to take a little bit more improvement into the race tomorrow, and whatever she does, she'll be better off next preparation anyway. A couple other triallers to mention. Star appearance for Gerald Ryan. He's returned in great order, stronger, more mature, and he's trialled nicely. Finished 3rd in his heat. Jumped, took a forward position, held together, coasted to the line, was beaten a length, I think it was, and it was a nice trial. So he's in for a good preparation. Not going to trial again. He's going to go to Wyong on the 17th, over 1,200 metres. So he should go well, but he will improve with a bit more of a trip. So once he gets up to 1,400, 1,500, 1,600 metres, we should see him become more competitive. Not to say that he won't be competitive first up. Rosetta's Way, also for Gerald Ryan. 3-year-old filly, returned much stronger this time in. She trialled the same day as Star appearance, and she won her trial without being knocked about pretty easily, I should say. She certainly looks to have returned a much better filly. So, and she's one that I've thought is a big improver, and she has improved every single preparation. So she too is going to race at Wyong on the 17th in a maiden over 1,100 metres, and look, I think she probably appreciates a tad further, but she's going well, and she'll be breaking her maiden soon. If she can't win there, I'm sure it's not far away. So looking forward to seeing her race. That was it for the runners this month and trialers. So head off to my tip this month. Last month's tip, Heavens Above, won the Group 3 Aspiration Stakes at Randwick for Tim Martin. She's a nice mare. She's ultra consistent, and she is going well. She ran another second in a Group 3 last week, I believe it was, and she should be running at Randwick on the 9th in a race there at the championship. So she's a mare to follow anyway. My tip this month is at Mornington tomorrow in race 9, the Mornington BMW Cup. Horse named Tom Melbourne, who's been really impressive in his last 2 starts. First up run this preparation, won really well at Flemington, and then last start he demolished his rivals at Albury in the Albury Cup. Won by 3.5 lengths there in a heavy 10 track. It was the same day as Justice for All's race. Very green in the straight, didn't even handle the conditions, and he still won by 3.5 lengths, eased down. So certainly a horse with a lot of ability. He's trained by the Freedmans, and I know that they're aiming him towards the Caulfield Cup. So they've got an opinion of him, and I'd like to think that with that in mind, he should be able to beat this field tomorrow comfortably. So he's only carrying 55.5 kilos, and personally I think he'll prove too good for them. So he's currently fixed odds with the TAB at $2.30. So no, it's not a big price, but I think it's actually not a bad bet. I'm fairly confident he can get the job done. For a bit more value though, definitely have to recommend having some money each way on Secret Agenda. Race 5 at Randwick tomorrow, the Group 3 PJ Bell. It's currently great value, $7.50 fixed for the win and $2.62 for the place, also with the TAB. So she's certainly a winning chance, and I feel that that's over the odds for her. You know, we're expecting her to run a good race and be there in the finish, so it's certainly not out of her reach. The soft track is the advantage. It is drying out though, but I still think it's going to be in that soft range, which will suit her. So have a great weekend. Good luck to all of our owners with runners over the weekend and over the next month, and happy punting, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.